What is going on, everybody? For those who don't know, I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk Podcast. We're going to have a quick live stream. I know I'm late. Shout out to everybody in the chat already. Coming at me, Toxic, Genetic Freak, my guy Isaiah. I won't say his last name because he said he was going to change his YouTube name so his whole government ain't out there, but I see he didn't get to it yet. But what's going on? Normally, I have my film breakdowns. And the last couple weeks, I've been having to break down Carson Wentz bad film against the Bengals, against the Rams. I enjoyed watching the All 22 this week. I mean, Carson Wentz did some good stuff. I mean, when you watch the All 22, you get to see a little bit more. Listen, he still missed on some throws here and there, but it is not as bad as what it seemed. And let me talk about that interception. One, Carson Wentz throughout the whole game was doing Houdini type things. I'm talking about a guy who legitimately should have been sacked a couple of times, and was able to get out, finagle something, and throw a dart. So on that interception, it was early in the game, but that's exactly what he tried to do. He tried to get out of dodge, and he did juke two players. Now, when I show you the All 22, that video is going to come out tomorrow. It wasn't a bad pass. I was on my live play-by-play saying it was tipped, so you can't say much about it. But what was he thinking, trying to get the ball off? But when you see this play on the All 22, it was a bang-bang play, and wide open was Greg Ward Jr. So after Carson made the initial move and was going to cock back and throw it, it was all a good decision. If he gets this off, I don't care if it's a duck. Nobody was in the vicinity of Greg Ward Jr., and that would have been a big completion. And so we want Carson to do that because look at the throw to Boston Scott. Look at the throw to John Hightower. Them throws were on the run after he avoided a sack. So I take back the criticism for that interception, and I will show you guys tomorrow. And Doug Peterson was simple/creative. I only put one of my film breakdowns on Twitter for those who are on Twitter, like my girl Nina. She liked a video. She saw it. I will be having more breakdowns for my video tomorrow, and we get to Steelers stuff maybe Thursday-ish. But what's going on to everybody in the chat? Genetic Freak, Isaiah, Rod Clips. When will we? I heard as soon as the Steelers game, we should be able to get them. Stephen Joyce, a channel member in the building. What's going on? Charlie Chan, what's up, Philly Mike? Nina, shout out to Nina. Like I said, it was her birthday on Sunday, and the Eagles took care of business. I like that. Jarek Reese and my guy, you already know. Real cool dude for a Cowboys fan. Yo, what's up, Mac, man? What's going on? Von 215 with the Allen Iverson in the YouTube picture. What up? Showing up 215. My guy 2020 Vision in the building. Yo, that Philly Fresh in the building. What's going on? I just started watching your video, but then I realized I got to come on here. That was good. I like everything you said in the beginning. I got to finish it up, but yeah, old versus young, right? I like that. I like that topic, and I like what you were saying, my guy. Need to start looking at free agency for some positions, maybe. And I know a lot of people on Twitter were talking about Mohamed Sanu getting released from the 49ers because the 49ers are going to start getting their receivers back healthy. And so they might be releasing Mohamed Sanu. And I don't know how anybody feels about that. I really haven't gave it any thought. Like I said, Travis Fulgham, Deontay Burnett, John Hightower, and Greg Ward Jr. Like, huh? But the job was taken care of by them. Now, again, Carson Wentz only threw for $193. In other games, when we got to shoot it out and, the defense ain't up to par, we're going to need more than that. But right now, we didn't need that. But like I said, I wanted to really drop my All 22 breakdown today, but I was very busy. I got the Lakers game on. I'm going to watch that, on the side while we talk about some Eagle stuff because I like it. We got to build off this win, but it was good. And Carson Wentz played better on the playback because you're like, ew, all these underneath stuff, this, that, and the third. He played good. The offensive line wasn't the best, but it was pretty darn good considering everything that was involved. Because he's going to look great, mark my words. You already know. After the Steelers game, ESPN will have a topic named Carson Wentz is back. Hey, I'll take that. Gator Country said, go Birds. You already know. That's a vicious animal you got up on there. What's going on? Big play. Slay in the building. Raquel, Raekwon, Purnell, what's going on? Peace, Mike. You already out, my guy? Hey, brother, what's up? Travis Fulgham, 42-yard touchdown was beautiful. Beautiful. Like I said, on Twitter, for those who don't follow me, I should have put it in here, but it's at Philly_Mike. One of my first breakdowns I put on there, and it's about Doug Peterson keeping it simple but creative. Simple but creative. And it shows. The bootleg he did when he faked the pitch to Miles Sanders got all the linebackers to shift. And by the time the linebackers realized that Greg Ward and Carson are rolling out to the same size, they couldn't do nothing. And Carson Wentz on the run delivers a beautiful pass. But for those just getting in here, when I break down, I'm going to have about 6 or 7 plays on offense and about 5 plays on defense. The defense was just all over the place. But I will talk about that interception that Carson threw. And when you see it, you're going to say it was a bang play. If Carson Wentz gets that off, he looks like Houdini again. So I don't criticize that interception because of how it was tipped. And once you see what Carson's seen, you'll see why he did that. Simple and plain. We need to do some with the linebacker position. Yeah. I didn't like that Jim Schwartz came out and said that Nathan Gary's doing pretty good. We obviously see he's not. I do believe he's doing better in the tackling area. Just the coverage has been bad. But I mean, Higbee gave him the work. Kittle gave him the work. I like how Kevon Wallace. I'm interested to see if we keep Jalen Mills at corner. Jalen Mills at corner, only having to worry about the number 2. Again, when we talked about this in the offseason, we talked about possibly Mills going there. You're like, he's garbage. He's not good. I understand that. But when we had Ronald Darby, he had to stay on one side. So there was times he played the number 1. If Slay legitly's taking out the number 1, that upgrades Mill. Kevon Wallace and Marcus Epps switching in and out handled the safety position pretty darn good in my eyes. I think it's time to bring the ski mask back. You already know that's exactly what Jalen Mills said in his pregame. They talked to Mills and asked him about the turnovers. He said, we're bringing the ski mask out in this game. And Ronnie McLeod, Crevion LeBlanc, Alex Singleton backed up his words. Jersey boy in the house, show what's up, bro. Let's talk some Birds. You already know they got the Lakers game on. They might go up 3-1, but we can never not talk Birds. And like I said, at 7:30, I was supposed to drop some more Birds talk, but I wanted to break down Carson and his defense, and I got the video up. I just didn't post it. I'm probably going to post that tomorrow, but feel free to check out the one breakdown on Twitter. Go hit me up. I'll follow back. Yo, what's going on? Do you think the Eagles have a chance at the Super Bowl? I'm biased. I'm always going to say yes. As of now, the Philadelphia Eagles got to worry about a week-by-week basis. I like what I saw last week. We got to build on it. There's some good things, some bad things. I'm always going to be optimistic. I'm a guy who never gives up, but also like my betting part of me won't say I make a bet on it right now, but I do like what we shown last week, defense, offense. Especially when you look at how limited we were. And I really do credit Doug Peterson's play calling in this game. When I show you when I break it down for you, which is already done, you're going to see he called a great game. Let's be honest. Full healthy 49ers versus full healthy Eagles. Who wins? It depends. I mean, listen, a full healthy Niners is a really decent team. But a full healthy, you're talking about Brandon Brooks, Lane Johnson not hobbled around. You're talking about Isaac Samalu. You're talking about Miles Sanders, who's still going through some stuff. You're talking about Zach Ertz, Dallas Goedert, a 100% healthy Alshon, Deshaun, and Jalen Reagor. We will give fits. But again, it would be tough. It's a lot of ifs. I still think Sean Bradley still needs to play. Yeah, why not? There it goes, a new sign to the Giants. Well, I knew he was getting released, and I heard the rumblings on Twitter, but, I really didn't participate in it. Yo, what's up, Philly Mike? What's going on, BLSG? Dang, Howie cheap. You already know. What's your thoughts on the prevent defense at the end of the game? Behar almost won the game, 49ers, shaking my head. I don't like it. I understand it because if you try to do something else and slip up and get beat over the top, you're really feeling horrible. However, I just don't. I think you can do prevent and still play up a little bit. I think you just keep your safeties deep, but play your cornerbacks up. So if the initial beat happens, well, then yeah, he might gain a 15-yard, 20 yards, but you still got some safety blanket back there being two deep safeties, but you limit the underground 15-yard, 10-yard, 10-yard, 10-yard. So, I mean, it's rough. It got us a W, though, so I'll take it. I do not like the sticks defense when we're talking about everybody back at the yard to gain, the first down mark. That's disgusting. Mike, do we get Alshon this week, you think? I think I would love to, but I think it's still one more week, to be honest. We don't have no shot at the Super Bowl. He said, no, sir, Bob. Can we cut Nate Gary? Hey, we got some young boys behind him. So, hey, I mean, Nate Gary has not been good in coverage whatsoever. I would like to see when Will Parks comes back, how much he plays in that big nickel linebacker spot. We'll see. We got the best D-line in the NFL. Believe that. We do lead the league in sacks. We lead the league in sacks. The Bengals game and this Niners game really propelled us up. Let me say this, though. When I break down all the sacks, because I broke down a couple sacks, a couple picks, and all that stuff, like I said, that video will drop tomorrow. Make sure you check it out. Turn post notifications on so you know when I go live or drop some content. However, they're still constantly doubling Fletcher Cox. I mean, Fletcher Cox gets doubled every single play unless we send a blitz. He gets doubled, and that's why you're seeing Hargrave eat, Malik Jackson eat, Josh Sweat, and Derek Barnett eat. Even a BG here and then. But they still double Fletcher Cox every single play. I will say this, though. Carson Wentz is a guy who, when the blitzer comes on the side, he normally gets flustered. There's a great breakdown of how he checked it. Saw was man coverage, audible Miles Sanders from a block to a route, and it was crazy. It was just good. I just like how he saw the field in this game. Bringing the rookie linebackers. Hey, why not? Jimmy G's an above-average quarterback. We still would have won. I'll take that. Mike, JJ got to be benched. Travis need to take some snaps. Hey, yeah. And I know that videos going around of Travis Fulgham blocking the guy throughout the whole end zone. On my Twitter, I put that with a clip of The Blind Side. Remember in The Blind Side, the movie about Michael Orr, when he blocked the guy for like 50 yards, I combined them. It was pretty funny. Eagles versus Steelers prediction. It's early. It's only Tuesday. I like to do my predictions Wednesday or Thursday-ish. We start talking about that. We still got to see what I normally do on Tuesdays, not live stream. I normally live stream either Wednesday or Thursday. But Tuesday, I normally drop my film breakdown because around 12 o'clock, the All 22 comes out, and I can go over that and rewatch the game from the coach's point of view to see what we really did right and wrong. However, because it was a Sunday night game, it didn't come out till 2. So it threw me off. I did go over it, and I like a lot of things more than what I did watching it. A little bit too much of this anyways. We play good against good teams and play trash teams bad. Yeah, listen, now that I really look at this, bro, the schedule gets harder as the Cowboys schedule gets easier. I'm still confident in what the Eagles can do if we play Eagle football. Got to do that, though. We can't stoop back to the same dumb things. However, it could easily come back and bite us. The Bengals game and the Washington football game where we had these games and we blew it. I hope we get Parks and Quez back soon. Yeah, I think, well, Quez should definitely come back before Parks. Any update on injured players coming back this week? Alshon, Quez, D-Jack. I don't think Alshon will come back. I think they're going to try it. They're going to continue to say that day by day. I don't think Alshon will. D-Jax, I believe he'll try to give it a go. Quez, I'm still not sure. I really don't know how bad it was for them to even put him on IR. Should they just say, forget it and start Hurts? I can't say that. No. To me, I've never been a guy who said bench Wentz even when he was disgustingly throwing bad passes. I acknowledged it. I criticized it. Go back and watch my last 3 videos on Tuesday, which I was supposed to drop that video today. Film breakdowns. I let him have it. However, it's not bench worthy for the money, the early season start, and all the things that's been going on when it's no off season, no preseason, all our guys dropping. It doesn't excuse him for just missing wide open guys or throwing picks, but it does excuse him for just being a little bit off because repetitions and stuff like that. So listen, we got to ride with Wentz the whole 2020 season, and we see what's going on after that. We make our final decision. Is Deshaun going to play? I would say 75%. Yeah, I believe he will. What's up, my man? What's going on, Eagle Clips? Been a minute. I think we need to rotate the linebacker. I think Alex, Bradley, Taylor should be starters. Then rotate Gary and use his speed to blitz. He has been blitzing pretty decently, though, Gary. I would say that. Philly Mike, thoughts on calling up Holyfield or signing a veteran bruiser back? I've always been about that. Obviously, we see the Eagles are not about that, so I don't want to keep harping on it. I think once Miles gets all this gluten and hamstring stuff out of the way, he can be an every down back. He can get the 3rd and 2s, the 3rd and 1s. He has a lot more power than people think. Of course, he's not a legit bruiser, but he can get the job done like McCoy did. I believe we can get these 2 next games, but legit aggressive on both sides all game. Yes, man, you got to take your shots. You got to be aggressive. Like I said, I do like the reps they got in this game with these young guys because Carson was throwing it up there, leaving it up for him. He left one up for Richard Rodgers. Wasn't so good. He left one up for Travis Fulgham. Deontay Burnett was running up the seam wide open. Carson didn't see it. That was the one thing he didn't see. However, that was the same drive that we threw the touchdown pass to Travis Fulgham. So no harm, no foul. But I will break that down as well. But Deontay Burnett, I like some of the routes we're running. We just got to be on top of the game. Mike Trout said, just got on. What up, Philly Talk? We chilling. You know what I'm saying? Talking some Eagles football, seeing what the Lakers are doing. I didn't see anything from Hargrave last game. Did I just miss it? He was there. He was active. At least one sack, I know 100%. He got half a sack or he combined it. I believe it was with Derek Barnett. So he definitely was active. He's beating his man-to-man. I like it. Kid said, what up, Mike? What I miss? Just some stuff talking about how I normally drop out my film breakdowns on Tuesday. And from the Cincinnati Bengals game and the Rams game, I had to drop ugly, disgusting ones on Carson Wentz. But this one is going to be good, but it's going to come out early Wednesday, probably by 4:35. It'll be out because it's almost done. But I saw a lot of good stuff. And that interception that Carson had was a good attempt. I'm going to show you about that when it comes down to it tomorrow. Do you think we're going to beat the Steelers? I do believe we have a shot. The Steelers beat the Giants. They beat the Giants. They just beat the swing better. I forgot. They beat the 3 teams they beat. I think they got the Texans, who got Deshaun Watson, but they're OFA. They beat the OFA Texans, the OFA Giants, and they beat a team that has 1 win. I forgot who. So I'm not taking nothing away from them. Their defense is legit. Ben Roethlisberger is better than Duck Hodges and them guys. They got Juju Smith-Schuster, Deontay Johnson, who was a receiver drafted after J.J. Arcega-Whiteside already has a game this season with over 100 yards and a touchdown. So he was drafted after J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. You're like, Deontay Johnson, who's that? Dude got 300 yards on the season, 250 on the season. Would have been a great addition. Travis took that fool to the crib and tucked him in the bed with that push. Yeah, I'll take that. I love that. Oh, wow, I'm way behind. Let me just get what's going on, Christian? Let's go. Cool P19. Eagles winning the division, and we're beating the Steelers too. Go Birds. I'm with it. How do you feel about Malik Jackson moving the ball versus the Niners? Hey, I love them old veteran moves. Oh, man, late still riding the high. Oh, man, late. Oh, yeah, we definitely still riding the high. The Pittsburgh offensive line isn't what it used to be exactly, and Ben is not mobile. He's a big dude, but we can get him. I think the D will do good against the Pittsburgh O-line. Listen, we lead the league in sacks for a reason. What's good, everybody? 2 times in the building. Trey Cox and Erks. There, I said it. I'm done now. Cox is doing a lot better than what people think. When I show you the tape, you're going to see every sack that we got. Fletcher Cox was double-teamed. And while being double-teamed, which let the guys like Sweat, Hargrave, Malik, and Brandon Graham and Derek Barnett get one-on-ones, Fletcher Cox was still close to the quarterback on a lot of them sacks while being doubled. So shout out to him. Shout out to my guy, Jalen Williams, a channel member in the building. What's going on, my guy? Not saying the Steelers aren't good, but they haven't played anyone yet. Certainly not a defense like ours. Facts. I'm going to try to rotate to the front. If I missed your comment, throw another one out there because I see some new people in here like Y2Fly. What's going on? What's going on? Seth, say, hey, Philly Mike, how you doing on this Tuesday night? We chilling, but let me rotate to the front because, and there it was. The Broncos was the other team. See, because I'm so far off. Now we back to where we good. So let's get these things going. This not real, but Broncos are Giants. What? This is not real? That's who the Steelers played. Them two. I think we can beat the Steelers. Me too. Me too. I think we taste blood. I smell breakout game very soon. For who? I'm saying that because my friend is a Steelers fan and he's pain of the butt saying we stink. Hey, they all going to say that. Definitely. 3 teams, 1-11 for their opponents. We could go 4-0 against them. Them are games we play 6-9-1. Interesting. 13-3 Eagles. My guy got the ultimate confidence. My God. We went in against the Steelers, Pennsylvania. Let's take it. Battle of PA needs to stay in Philly. If Wentz stays on track with our defense, we got this game by 3. I'll take that. Thoughts on why Davion Taylor and Bradley not getting playing time, need a change at linebacker. They are fast and more athletic. To be honest, listen, Sean Bradley's athletic. Davion Taylor is faster and more athletic than our guys. However, Sean Bradley played football. So, I mean, late round draft pick. I think he needs some stuff. There's some stuff he has to work on, obviously. But Davion Taylor, our 3rd round pick, which really was a super late 3rd round pick. It was the compensatory pick, which was dang near a 4th round pick. Dude got all the talent in the world and will be something. But I believe with this season we had and no preseason and no real offseason, it's going to be hard because he was very limited. He didn't start playing until like the end of high school. Or he didn't even play in high school. I think he was a walk-on in college or something, and he played limited. I think his whole experience of football is like 20 games. So there's a lot of stuff he needs to learn, and I don't think they trust him. And listen, you're like, well, Nathan Gary's not good. I agree. But so far, our defense I think our defense played good in every game except the Rams game. And then we had problems in the red zone against the Washington football team, but that was more mental breakdowns. Like I said, week 1, we were going to have these mishaps, and then we just got to rock with it. But I think our defense is taking that step. Nathan Gary is getting beat, but he's still doing decent things in tackling. He's not good. But, I mean, the players practice all week. If Davion Taylor was really showing something, I understand you come to a point where you're just like, put him in. But if you're competing still, I don't think you can do that because you put him in and he gets burnt. We're just going to call for him anyways. You know what I mean? And again, he has like 20 games under his belt, maybe. So it's rough. I feel like Carson can go ham on the Steelers. I mean, who would win, Broncos and Giants? Ugh. Just give me the Broncos because I don't like the Giants. Don't sleep on Chase Claypool. We missed out on him in the 2nd round with the Hurts pick. Hey, he be catching some bombs. He don't catch volume passes with the Steelers, but he definitely be catching them bombs when they need him to. Definitely be doing that. Taylor made no noise in camp. Bradley, however, did. Play Bradley. Yeah, like I said, well, when it comes to having playing time as a linebacker, Bradley definitely has the more experience. However, Davion Taylor was our first pick. You would think we invested more in him. We'd want to. But listen, I mean, with Jim Schwartz coming out and defending Nathan Gary, which I don't agree with him defending him the way he did. However, like I said, Nathan Gary's not playing good. There's no way you can sugarcoat it. He does good things outside of the coverage scheme because he got a couple blitzes. He got a couple pressures. He got a couple nice tackles for loss. but when it comes to the coverage, it's not good whatsoever. Can't defend it, but again, maybe the talent evaluation for Doug and Jim is just off, but they see what's going on in practice. They know what these guys can and can't do up here and on the field, and I just might be at that point now. Not feeling good about the Ravens game, but I think we got it versus the Pittsburgh. Our run D is good, and Slay will take out Juju. Let's go. Those first 3 games were our preseason games. Facts. But we still should have won them. Taylor made no. Oh, yeah, we just did that one. My bad. Big Blake stay finna take out Juju, and I agree. Shout out to my guy, BLSG, with the $20 super chat and a channel member in the building. Mike, I think that Herbig and Pryor might get destroyed by Watt and Hayward. Bro, it's going to be tough. Let me say this. Herbig played pretty good this game. Pryor played good. Even Malata did really good for what we all seen in camp and heard of. Jack Driscoll did good too. But again, no Solomon Thomas, no D Ford, no Nick Bosa. You know what I'm saying? None of them. That also helps our line. Now you got a line who at least got a week to work together. We'll see how it goes. But BLSG, you're right. TJ Watt ain't no baby Watt no more. The dude's a baller. Hayward is a baller. They got some studs on that line. They got some stud linebackers who like the blitz too on that line. It's going to be a problem. They got the secondary with Fitzpatrick, Hayden. The linebackers can cover / rush. Watt is a problem. It's going to be rough. It's going to be a real rough show. I don't think the staff can assess talent. They didn't know what they had with Greg Ward. I agree in that sense. However, Greg Ward was on the practice squad. How often does Doug get to see the practice squad? Because as the practice squad's playing over there, Doug is mainly focused on the guys who are here. You know what I'm saying? So I think that is an issue as well. And Davion Taylor's not on the practice squad. They're on the active roster. So they are there. Again, guys don't get opportunities and they can't show it. But there's something holding them back from doing it. And it's not like Gary's outperforming. Going into the season, I said Nate Gary was great in coverage last year. He needed to step up in the run aspect. And he did that. But he lost everything coverage-wise. Who's your favorite player on the Eagles right now? I'm still Carson Wentz guy, but Miles Sanders slowly creeping up. I love me some Sanders. I love running backs that can do it all. And Miles Sanders is that dude. So I'll probably go with Miles Sanders right now until Carson wins some more trust back. Yeah. I just don't like how third string quarterback for the Niners was pushing the ball on us so quick. We need linebackers bad. That really wasn't the linebacker at that point. That was the coverage we played prevent because we knew we just wanted them to waste the clock out. So that whole CJ Beathard ain't nothing against our linebackers and our corners in that. It was just how we played it, which, again, you take that risk. You can pour sugar on him, and he still can't defend. Why don't we just cut J.J. Arcega-Whiteside and keep Travis? The dude got more receiving yards than J.J. Arcega-Whiteside's career with one game. Not career, but, yeah, I get what you're saying. J.J. had 160 yards last year, but I definitely get what you're saying. Mike, I dislike the hurt pick. I would have been cool if we drafted 4 wide receivers. Still got going. Too many rookie receivers balling out. There you go. I hear you. We always get beat by the players. No one is focused on Big Ben. We always got beat by the players. No one is focused on Big Ben. Do have some gadgets we need to stay aware of. Interesting. All right, let's get it. They might try to get mismatch on Jordan Mailata. Hopefully he can hold up. Yeah, of course. They're going to do a lot of stunts on that side. They're definitely going to take advantage of our weak offensive line. And I'm not saying it like we played bad, but listen, any offensive line goes into a game with 4 backups. Luckily, we just played against 3-4 backups on the D-line. Against Pittsburgh, there won't be. Feeling like, do you really trust Peterson or Schwartz evaluating players, bro? It seems like they're loyal to a fault. Bro, Philly Mike, you are funny, bro, that you trust our coaching staff with evaluating. I don't. However, again, we can't draft receivers. I'm going to give Jalen Reagor the benefit of the doubt. I like him. You see all these other guys balling. I still like Jalen Reagor. Just so happens he's hurt. But it comes down to when you talk about the Greg Ward evaluation, he's on a practice squad. I'm saying, how much do you see Jim Schwartz and or Doug Peterson looking at the practice squad? They don't really pay attention to that as much. And again, I think it comes down to the lack of offseason. They don't trust them with the whole playbook. All I can say is this. The defense, even though it looks kind of suspect, has been playing a lot more decent than people think. If you look at the numbers, we've been playing pretty good. We're not going to shut everybody down also, because sometimes our offense gets stagnant. We put our defense out there a lot. I'm not trying to stick up for the defense and all that. And you're not going to hear out my mouth that Gary's good or anything like that. But what I'm saying is, I mean, Sean Bradley's different. The dude played at Temple. He was a 6th-round draft pick. Again, 6th-round draft picks. If you get 100 6th-round draft picks, 10 of them being good is pretty good. The other 90 normally never cut it. So I'm not saying he's not going to cut it, but our 3rd-round draft pick barely played football. And what I'm saying is the talent's there. Watch his college tape. Don't just watch the highlights. Watch a whole game. You got to watch a whole game. Because if you watch the highlights of Nelson Aguilar, you might think he's a good receiver, not knowing he's not. So watch a whole tape. I'm gonna pick two. I forgot who they played against that I watched, but I'm gonna look at it up again. But you got to watch the whole tape of a player to see what he does good and also see where he struggles. All I'm saying is we got our first W, and Nathan Gary should not be defended for it at all. Should not be. Jim Schwartz coming out and straight saying, I think Nathan Gary's been doing some good stuff, and some of the things that you think is his fault, it's not his fault. Well, I can say that's a lie. That's a lie. Nathan Gary was responsible for a lot of stuff. Everything Higbee did against us in a Rams game was on Gary, for the simple fact he kept his eyes in the backfield way too much. But again, I think he's psychologically trying to make up for tackling and is killing his coverage abilities. He's not good. But I'm just saying, I can sit there and say, why not put Taylor in? But right now, they're not putting Davion Taylor in. We're on week 5 now. You know what I mean? And he hasn't got in. So at this point, we just got to really see what we can do. It's going to be a scary game versus Steelers. What up, bro? The Steelers haven't proven anything. The only team they beat with a win is Houston. Houston got 0 wins. So it's not like they've played anyone. The only team they beat with a win was the Broncos. So they beat the OFA Giants, the OFA Houston Texans, and they beat the 1-win Broncos, who got the win against the Jets Monday night. Center ain't holding up well. He's not built like Shady. Shady had more meat on the bones. Actually, Miles Sanders weighs more than him. Miles Sanders came in heavier than him, and I think he's heavier than him. But there has been something about him getting nicked up a lot. He has been getting nicked up a lot. They have to evaluate talent better. I agree. Listen, don't mistake me for saying that I think that we got all war talent evaluators. No, no, we don't. I'm just saying that when it comes to the linebacker position, I think the only way Davion Taylor is going to get in is for an injury. Because look, I mean, they've been utilizing Duke Riley over guys like Davion Taylor and Sean Bradley. Now you can say they go to the loyal people, all that good stuff. But that I don't like Duke Riley. When we got him for the Falcons and he was a special teamer, I said, okay, he's a special teamer. That's what he is. I mean, they use him as a 3rd linebacker. You know what I mean? They put Marcus Epps before Kevon Wallace, but now Kevon Wallace is getting some run. He's getting some run. And he got a little bit of running goal line stands prior to the whole Jalen Mills to corner. No Aggie, no ring, homie. Yeah. I'm just saying, like, if you look up someone's highlights, you're always going to see someone good. You think Mills should stay at cornerback 2? Wallace was solid in his first game back. Strap, NRC can rotate in the slot. Slay has the other side on lock. Our defense is coming together. Steelers are a big test. I agree. I was a guy who said if we got thin on corner, we should possibly use Jalen Mills. People came at me like, why? He's trash. Again, when we played with Ronald Darby on the other side, Ronald Darby was our supposed number one, but he stayed on one side. Mills stayed on this side. So if the number one switched sides, Mills still had to deal with the number ones. If you just Slay deal with the number ones, then Mills can handle a lot of number twos in the league. Not every one. He's going to get beaten double moves. It's just what happens. But, I mean, you got to take the good with the bad. Avonte Maddox wasn't cutting it when he was healthy. He wasn't. He was getting burnt. BLSG with the $2 super chat. He said, guys, sub me up to support. The support has been amazing. Yeah, go check out his channel. If you like it, hit that button. That's all I can say at this point. Shout out to all 75 in the chat. Make sure you smash that like button. It's easy. It's free. It's cheap. And I know you guys don't like the way the Eagles evaluate talent. Well, I'm going to see how you guys evaluate the like button. Because, you know what I'm saying? Hook a brother up. Hook a brother up. But like I said, to elaborate on that one more time and get off that subject, Nathan Gary has shown in these 4 games that really he shouldn't be playing linebacker. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. But when, how, or where are we going to see Jim Schwartz make a change? And whether it be Sean Bradley or Davion Taylor. And again, I think Davion Taylor has more talent and is more athletic. We use a 3rd round pick on him, a late 3rd round. But Sean Bradley's the more ready linebacker out of the 2. Davion Taylor is a project because, again, don't quote me on this, but he only played like 20 games total of football prior to getting picked up. He's a quick learner, but not that quick. So I don't know. RB says, sorry, Mike, what I missed. Yo, we just chopping it up. That's all. Rodgers made some plays, but he's slow. And yeah, now we got 2 no yak. We got 2 no yak tight ends, and Richard Rodgers and Zach Ertz. Bro, Taylor was playing cornerback. He was playing different positions in college. He only has to play one position, and you can't teach hustle, which he showed in college tape. Yeah, listen, the dude fly from side to side. I give you that. The dude, listen, if whatever's holding him back via scheme, via breakdowns, via whatever it is, the physical talent is there. The dude is side to side. He's a guy who, when you saw Jaden Smith and the Wolf Hunter at their finest for Dallas, side to side tracking, Davion Taylor can handle that. International Dez, bro. JJ got Price. He better than Greg Ward. Wait, what? International Dez? Bro, JJ got Price. He better than Greg Ward first. Hey, JJ Arcega-Whiteside right there. All the evaluating talent goes out the window when you look at JJ Arcega-Whiteside. And Nathan Gary too. But remember, last year, Nathan Gary had 2 picks. He just couldn't tackle. Now, he can't even get in the vicinity of a player. Nah, DeAndre, JJ don't have that it factor. He cannot do any worse than Gary. Yeah, you're right about that. Greg Ward should be a part of the offensive plan instead of 12-man. Use Ward like Edelman. Yeah, I like Ward in the slot. He's smart enough to fit into the cracks and tight inside zones. He does a lot of that dirty stuff that we need to do. Our D-line is starting to look good. Dang right. Looking real nice. How we need to be fired so we can get back to the Super Bowl and draft better players. Yo, Mike, when are you going to start giving 4 to 6 picks a week to help the subs with parlays? I'm struggling this year after I won my first ban. Maybe I'll do that, but I've been doing that for the channel members. I normally drop a video, and the last week I couldn't drop a video, so I did a community post. But this week I dropped a video. I picked the Browns to upset the Cowboys. But yeah, man, maybe I'll start doing that. But right now I've been doing it all for my channel members. But yeah, man, at least you got a ban already. Week 1. I did good week 1. Week 3 and week 4, I did okay. Week 2, I didn't do good though. JJ's a jump ball player. He's not a route runner. True, but he doesn't get to the right position to even jump up for the ball. I mean, that interception that Carson threw was bad, but if that's Alshon Jeffrey, it's at least a pass. It's probably not interception because he fades back on routes instead of being aggressive to the ball. Kevin Thomas says Avery is finally healthy and making big plays. Yeah, shout out to Avery, who showed up. I mean, Avery in limited snaps was getting to the ball. So was Josh Sweat. I like the combination of them two. Weak sack leader, sack like that button. Weak sack leader, sack that like button. Hey, yeah, hit that like button, my guys. It's easy, it's free, it's cheap. It don't cost you nothing. Just hit the X on the live chat, smash the like button, and come back in and chop it up. I agree, tight end. JJ's not being used right. Yeah, I agree. But listen, we've let him run routes like Travis Fulgham just did. He doesn't separate. And Carson, one of the things is if you throw any quarterback that throws you the ball multiple times and you just keep letting them down, they'll give it back to you, but they start to lose trust. Listen, I mean, the wrong route running, a lot of things he did. Listen, I'm not giving up on him. I'm just not holding my breath. He'll get times when he gets back healthy because of how injury prone our receivers are. He will get opportunities. He just needs to make the most of his opportunities. A big body receiver can still catch a slant just because he's a contested catch guy in college. Remember, the contested catches in college are still a lot more difficult at the NFL level. And again, you got to build confidence with your quarterback if he's going to throw you a contested catch. That's all I'm saying. JJ should be a tight end. He could be. I mean, he pretty much the same stats as Hakeem Butler, who I believe could be a tight end, but might be a little bit light to block. Depends on how much you want him to block as a tight end. But Hakeem Butler might make some noise at wide receiver when he gets acclimated. It's hard to evaluate players when we have a staff that can't evaluate talent. That's true. Again, listen, who knows? JJ Arcega-Whiteside goes to another team. Maybe he's better than what he was. His college tape was pretty good. Was pretty good at Stanford. He was great in the slot as a big contest catch guy in the red zone. He catch jump balls. He went up the seam. He went back shoulder. He did that stuff. He hasn't got the most opportunities to do it. Again, look at that Giants play last year in the Giants game, the second one. Carson Wentz on a third down. Like, I can't believe he even trusted him. But it was on 3rd and 6, and he threw a back shoulder fade, and JJ Arcega-Whiteside ran it, tracked it, caught it right out of the bounds. I mean, a great catch. It was probably in the top 10 catches of all the catches made last year for the Eagles. Just it was only his 10th catch. So he wasn't able to catch many balls. But when you look at all the receivers' catches throughout the whole season, that JJ Arcega-Whiteside catch was probably in the top 10 best ones. He just didn't do it enough. And then injuries like last year and injuries this year. And when he's on the field again, he tails off routes. Like, it's a wait and see program. You know, he's not, we obviously see he's not coming in to be Metcalf right now. But again, receivers, you have up to 3 or 4 years with a receiver. You take your time with him. No need to release him because he's cheap. But before his contract's up, which is 4 years, they don't get a 5th-year option with a guy who was a 2nd-round pick. You only get 5th-year options with 1st-round picks. So he got a year or 2 more. While he's cheap, prove something. Travis Fulgham showed us in one game. But listen, Travis Fulgham, another guy who's bounced around. He's not super young. He's been on the Packers. He's been on the Lions. I mean, he lost opportunities too. Just here in Philly, got an opportunity, gave him a chance, and now he got some steam. If Wentz keeps scrambling, can his health hold up? He has to throw like the 4th down and touchdown. Boom, 2 seconds, it's gone. He has to throw like the 4th down, and touchdown. Boom, 2 seconds, it's gone. The 4th down at Hightower was impressive. I like the call. I like how they used the pick route a little bit with Greg Ward. Trusted him, put the ball in a good spot. And again, the Fulgham touchdown. He saw them. The saying is this: when you're even, you're leaving. So when a receiver's even with a cornerback, see ya. You put it where he can get it. Great back shoulder. But when you pass the ball that fast, it has to be timing, rhythm, chemistry. Because now what if Fulgham messes up on a route and gives a comeback route? Bad throw. So you need to have that stuff. John Hightower, great quick hike, slant, 4 yards, 5 yards, 8 yards, got it. Same with the Fulgham, but it all comes with touch. Kevin Wallace, I'm excited about. I like this Wallace kid. I want to see Bradley and Taylor at linebacker. I know a lot of people want to see them. I agree. Listen, Gary's not good. There's no defense. He should be a tight end at 225. He should be a tight end. Got to be kidding me. No. But listen, I remember Jimmy Graham for the Saints was a lean, mean, catching tight end machine. But yeah, you want to be able to be a little bit heavier because you got to block. They're going to ask you to block. And as a tight end, a receiver blocks a cornerback. A tight end blocks a defensive end or a linebacker. Bro, you're so close to 6K subs. Y'all know what y'all got to do. Oh, shout out to you, Joseph Simmons. Yeah, I think we closing in on 6K. Appreciate all the support from you guys 100%. Much love and respect. If you're new to the channel, we do regular scheduled videos on Tuesday, which is tomorrow. Tuesdays, I drop my film breakdowns, which is today. I'm a little late. I'll be dropping it tomorrow. I got to say this. The defensive film breakdowns was lovely to do. And the offense was pretty lovely to do too. Carson was a lot better than people think. He read the defense. He audibled in the right times. He made good throws, couple iffy ones. But that interception was not him. It was good. It was a great throw. You seen Schwartz trying to defend him? Yes. Listen, I don't know why Nathan Gary's starting, but I understand maybe not using a guy like Davion Taylor or Sean Bradley if they're not ready. However, I agree with everybody in here. Can we trust their evaluation of Davion Taylor or Sean Bradley? Because we don't know. That's why preseason would have shown us, because now we have to solely go off what Jim Schwartz, Doug Peterson, and the coaching staff says. We got no eye tape. We got no tape in the NFL, and we could have seen something in preseason, but it got taken from us. So now we have to go off them, and I agree. How much worse can they be than Nathan Gary if it's not? They can't be physically, athletically worse than Gary. They cannot be physically or athletically worse, but possibly not understanding the schemes or something. I don't know. But Lone Revolver, there's no way you can come out and say, well, guess what? He hasn't been doing that bad. Some of the plays you think it's him, it really isn't. I'm not blind. It's him. 2020 Vision said 84 people watching and 42 likes. You know what time it is. Hit that like button. And if you're new, hit that subscribe button. I appreciate the guys coming in here and saying, hit that button. Just hit that button. It's free. It's easy. Doesn't cost nothing. And it also helps the stream out. So you know what I'm saying? I give you guys some hour-long content. But this is why I do live streams. Because if I want to get my point across, I drop a video, which on Wednesday, earlier in the day, like 4:30, I will be dropping a beautiful, lovely watch and film breakdown. Because again, the Cincinnati one and the Rams one was agonizing to do. But shout out to you, 2020 Vision. Shout out to the 42 people who liked the stream. Appreciate you guys 100%. You think we are getting Alshon back this week? Timetable on Dallas return? Nah, I think Alshon is one more week. I'd be happy to see him come back, but I honestly think it's one more week. However, Dallas is going to be a while. First of all, it's 3 weeks because of IR. And then I think he's going to be like 5 weeks. So I don't even know if we'll get him back. Hopefully we can get him back before Dallas. That Dallas game in November is going to be big. I like our chances against the Steelers. I agree. Definitely. And relieve Howie of drafting rights. Keep him for our president of the cap. George Kittle went beast mode on us. Eric Ebron is really good tight end and got to be ready for that. Yeah, but Eric Ebron can't even sit at the same table as Kittle. So Best believe that. Wentz is tweaking his delivery. Notice he's throwing more touch passes in it instead of straight drilling cats. Hey, listen, and this is one thing I'm going to say in my breakdown. This is one thing I said on Twitter. So follow me on Twitter at Philly_Mike25. I'll follow back. Hit your boy up. One of the things I noticed, especially in this game, a lot of Travis Fulgham 42-yard pocket pass touchdown. I think if you get Carson Wentz out the pocket early, if you get him out the pocket, which we all know he's a better passer on the run, on bootlegs, on the move, rolling the pocket. But if you get him out the pocket early, later in the game, when you need to make some pocket passes in the clutch, he'll deliver. I think you definitely need to roll him out early, get him going, and then he'll drop back on a 5-step drop, which is still not his ideal passing area or whatever you want to call it, but he can get it done. But I do believe get him out early, get him on a routine, in a groove, and he'll deliver the back shoulder to Fulgham. Dude, Steelers are legit, but I think we can win. On paper, they're legit because let's look at it. They got receivers, they got Big Ben back, and they got a great defense. However, they play the Giants, the Broncos, and the Texans. 2 OFA teams, one team with 1 win. They beat them, but they didn't beat everybody convincingly. The Giants hung in there, the Texans hung in there, and the Broncos, I don't really remember, but it doesn't matter. So I'm not looking at them like a powerhouse. Definitely not. You're crazy. Ebron good enough. Every team's tight end is going to beat us. Yes, he's good enough, but he's not George Kittle. George Kittle's way out of his league. You think Quez is starting this week? Quez, I'm thinking he should be able to make his appearance. He definitely should. I think whatever was bothering him can't be long enough. He was on IR for 3 weeks. He got off IR last week. He should be making his run. Do you think our defense improved after the Rams and Bengals? Because I do. I do too. I think low-key Jalen Mills over there and playing the young boy Kevon Wallace mixed in with Epps was really good. Should the Eagles consider signing Antonio Brown if D-Jax and Alshon are still injured? Talent-wise, always yes. But, I mean, will he play? Can he play? Will he not be crazy? The Eagles locker room already has problems when it comes to just, morale and stuff like that. Like, I don't know. It's tough. Wentz played an overall solid game. A missed throw here and there, but considering the offensive line and personnel, it was a solid game. That pass that was picked was tipped, and he bounced back from it. Correct. But I was angry with him during the live play-by-play on that tip pass because I said, why'd you force it? But on the film breakdown that I will be dropping on Wednesday, Wentz was better than I thought. And that pass, I would tell him to do it again because if it's not tipped, Greg Ward is 25 yards down the field just waving at him wide open. And so he could have threw a duck and it would have got to him with no interception. However, he was Houdini a lot. The play to Boston Scott, he extended it and was Houdini. If y'all telling him to throw it away, we don't get that gain. The John Hightower play, we don't get that gain. A bunch of these plays, we don't get that gain. And that would have been one of them. It was early, but it was one of them. Broke a sack, fake here, fake that, run up in the pocket, and was going to deliver doesn't matter what kind of pass. As long as it didn't get tipped, it would have got to Greg Ward Jr., and we would have loved it. Man, Trent Dilfer had a great take on Carson Wentz. He misses Frank Wright, but you need to give him some efficient passes and then start hitting him with the bombs. Facts. So what I say is you get him out the pocket early, and he will make the clutch pocket pass later in the game. I like our chances against the Ravens more than the Steelers, but I think both could be winnable. All depends on the D-line play, in my opinion. That's interesting. I like our chances against the Steelers, even if Malata improves and Ebron good for 7 for 70 at best. He's not all that. If anything, Ebron is not going to get yards. He's going to get touchdowns. For those who play daily fantasy, remember him on the Colts. Remember him on the Lions? The dude don't get yards. But when they get inside the 20, Stafford looked for him. Andrew Luck or Jacoby Brissett looked for him. They look for Ebron in the red zone. So he could be like a what's that guy's name? From Clemson, the rookie, T. Higgins. How T. Higgins did us, where he wasn't catching many passes throughout the thing, but every time they got to the red zone, Higgins touchdown, something like that. I don't think Ebron's killing us throughout the game. Like, check, when's the last time he had 100 yards? You know, trust me on that. Comparing Ebron to Kittle is like comparing Selleck to Ertz, and that pains me to say it because I love Brett Selleck. I think it's even. I think Selleck is closer to Ertz than Ebron is to Kittle. Stop with the AB talk. He won't be able to play right away. He won't help us in the short term. I'll take that. His mobility, especially in the pocket, is amazing. He's running all over the Niners that game. I liked it. The mobility coming back was big. Was huge. And I'm not even talking a 3rd and 9 in the 20-yard run. I'm just talking a mobility behind the line of scrimmage to avoid sacks. Huge. Peace out, Philly Mike. Got to get up early. Fly Eagles, fly for life. You already know. Shout out to you for coming through. Like I said, we got 92 people in here. If you haven't done it already, smash that like button. It's free. It's simple. It's easy. I appreciate it. Right? Who even was comparing them in the first place? We're getting into the bulk of the schedule now. Our defensive line needs to step up to have a chance, and it's right at the right time because the Philadelphia Eagles lead the league in sacks. I believe with 19. I think it was set up to keep Quez on the team. He was never hurt. Man, I think Quez will help Carson in the red zone. He caught a lot of touchdowns in camp. Facts. Arcega Cox took Ebron's job in Indy. There you go. Brett Selleck was nice, but put some respect on his name. Preseason just finished, and we're on top of the division in the week 1 and 4. Week 1 or 5. Big Ben better be ready to run because the D-line is going to put pressure. Patrol, I agree with you. I like that reference, though. The quarterback keeper was dope, and I like how he made the safety miss at a lot of quarterbacks with a slide. Correct. Carson Wentz throw slide, which, again, you see his toughness and all that. But, bro, slide. Don't risk your body. Was Wentz hurt for 3 games because he was running a lot better this game? He started running in the Cincinnati Bengals game. So, I like how he's running. It's going to open up stuff for the offense. The receivers are young, and they're coming into their own. Still not that easy because, again, you're going to go against a dominant D-line in the Steelers with a defensive line that has 1 starter, 1 guy who starts, and Lane Johnson, who can't play the whole game, and a bunch of unknowns who did well against the Niners. But this is a tougher D-line because the Niners did not have Solomon Thomas, D. Ford, or Nick Bosa. Enjoy the first while it lasted. Pitt and Baltimore about to clip them wings. No sirree, Bob. Solo Bolo, what it do, my guy? What's going on? Carson is our dude. Say it louder for the guys. All I'm saying is give my man a star receiver before it's too late. That's what I'm talking about. And guess what? A 2nd round pick could have maybe got us Hopkins. That's going to break my heart the rest of my life. Same with Metcalf. Same with any of the guys drafted after him. I like the odds for the Eagles defense on fantasy. I have them getting 5 sacks. And a pick. Interesting. Cut JP, bro. Cut JP, bro. He's a diva. Hey, he got his money and didn't just dipped on us. Philly Mike, did you get 2017 Rams games vibe when he dove for that tug in the tie bet in the Bengals? I was scared. Need to get Sanders more touches and screens and draws. Yeah, Sanders needs to touch the ball in general more. He's a dog. He's a problem. We got to get him involved. Greg Ward should be on this team. He needs a contract. Definitely. What do you think is going to be the biggest challenge defensively and offensively for the next couple of weeks? Defensively, the linebacker spot, the underneath routes. I don't know how we're going to defend them with TJ and Gary not performing. However, if we see more Marcus Epps, Kevon Wallace playing in the box with the safeties, that could help. I do believe, not the safeties, with the linebackers, that could help. I do believe just getting the D line to play the way it is going to help the linebackers. And on the offense side of the ball, it's hard because I still want to see the receivers against better corners. Again, no Richard Sherman, no Emmanuel Mosley, no Weatherspoon. Legit, their number 1 corner, their number 2 corner, their number 3 corner were out. Maybe you could say not their number 3 because Jason Verrett was climbing up the totem pole anyways, who played, but their secondary was destroyed. Now I got to see how these young boys go against a better secondary. And that's why I don't know offensively if I'm going to say the receivers or the offensive line. No Bosa, no Solomon Thomas, no D Ford. You go against the Steelers D line, you're going to get Hayward. You're going to get TJ Watt. You're going to get these dogs. It's going to be a lot tougher. So going forward, I'm going to say the offensive line play over the receivers, and I'm going to say the linebacker position, of course. I bet if Wentz would have had Hopkins to start the year, wouldn't have been on that slump. Oh, definitely. I think Quez and Jalen and Hightower could be stars if they get involved more. Well, Jalen got to get healthy. Yeah, I don't make bets with people that simply cannot be proved. Hello, but I agree. I'm sure he would have had more success. Can Avery become the starter over aging Graham? I don't know. In the short term, close to the end of the year, possibly you can see guys like Sweat and Avery get more playing time. And tired. Shout out to Brandon Graham, but this is most likely his last year. I love him to death, but the money we're gonna have to pay him for the production we're gonna get, it probably not gonna add up. Shout out to my guy Edgar, who's a channel member in the building. Bro, Metcalf makes me rage inside. We got JJ all the time, every highlight. Every time DK Metcalf scores a touchdown, I want to punch Howie. I just joined. Are we talking? What are we talking about? We've been going on for an hour. Like you guys always know, I come in here, I start talking about a certain topic for the first 20 minutes. And after that, I go wherever you guys take me with the comments. Now, there's times that a comment might get me on a little rant for a little bit, but I go wherever you guys go. Because if I wanted to just come on and talk about my topic, well, then I'll do a video. I come on these live streams because I love y'all opinions. Sometimes from a live stream, from some of the things we talk about, gives me ideas for videos because y'all know what y'all talking about. Who's going to cover Washington? It's going to be interesting. Washington be lining up. I don't know. I think Deontay Johnson plays in the slot now more, so I'm not sure. Went against Ramsey. Sup, Mike? What's going on? Christian Rob. Be more careful in the building. A channel member in the building. Greg Ward is reminding me of a smaller Jason Avant. Just reliable every time he plays. Exactly. You want an easy 5-6 yards. Give it to the guy, Greg Ward Jr. He's been making a little name for himself in the slot. I like him. I like him in the slot a lot. Now, if we get more talent, if we get more production from the outside guys, it's going to help him out as well. How he missed on too many great wide receivers. Facts. I only make bets. I'm sure I'll win. Thoughts on Nate Gary and Bradley being MIA? My thoughts are missing with them. For real. Jordan Mailata is in a one-game sample size so far, yes. It's a small sample size, though. I agree with you, big play. Eagle for life. I can see the Eagles trading for Deontay Johnson. Marvin Jones are picking up Taylor Gabriel. I would even have signed a trade for A-Rob. Allen Robinson, because he was unhappy in the situation in Chicago. Yes, Jordan better than Peters. Love Peters to death, but yeah, Peters played bad. And then he got hurt. And we got robbed. I saw 21 get hurt. Is he okay? 21. Mills? Shout out to all 97 in the chat. If you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. We do regular scheduled videos. We do live streams. We do play-by-plays. And we are closing in on 6K. We are so close to 6K. Let's go. And also smash that like button if you rock with the Eagles or rock with your boy Philly Mike. It's free. It's easy. Just click off the live chat, smash that like button, and come back in here and let's talk it up for a couple more minutes. I got about 10 more minutes in me on this stream. Let's go. I hate the offensive scheme. It doesn't fit the team. I think the offensive scheme and against the Niners was pretty good, to be honest. And I'm going to explain why in my film breakdown that should have been out today, but it will be out tomorrow early. I got about seven plays on offense that I'm going to show you why I like the scheme, and I got some defensive plays. I think it was a lot better than people think. Again, we have to take more shots. But the way this Niners play, they play a lot of cover 3. In cover 3, they make you not take shots. So it is what it is. Give Wentz a true number 1 wide receiver, or at least a B-plus receiver core, and he'll rip the league up. Y'all seen what he did in 17, and those weapons were all average. And we just always can use more weapons. As much as I love Peters and Jackson, you got to didn't pan out. You got to say that didn't pan out in a couple years. I agree. Old and not getting the job done. Peters and D-Jacks need to retire. I agree. Loyal to Houston in the building. What's going on, my guy? What is going on? Would you get rid of Deshaun Jackson and Peters? Listen, Deshaun's not going to be back next year, and either is Peters. Singleton over to Gary? Why not? Pick 6 Singleton? Why do Wentz play better with practice week players? Trust. I don't know. Well, also, you got the scheme changed. Like, we are rolling the pocket. We're getting them easy completions, and then it's transitioning to timing and just confidence in the pocket. Retire as Eagles, then, yeah, let them go out well. Oh, I feel this game is tied in the 4th quarter, and we have the ball. I better not see them throw with 17 seconds on the clock on 3rd down. They better spike it with 4 seconds left, kick the game-winning field goal. Jake, shake and bake Jake Elliott. I forgot who said it. Somebody in my play-by-play. I think it was Gabriel. Did you know that Nelson Aguilar has more touchdowns this season than J.J. Arcega-Whiteside? Of course he would. Why do we? Oh, we already got that one. Dang. I got here late, so don't know if you spoke on this, but did we work out a young linebacker we had in training camp instead of grabbing a vet? Yeah, Dante Olson. He's from... Dang, I don't know if it was Wisconsin or Nebraska. No, I don't know. But Dante Olson, middle linebacker, good in a run, but slow. And we worked him out. I don't know why, but we did. Let's stop with the woulda, coulda, shoulda. Let's go. What with what we got? Hey, at the end of the day, who's on the field is on the field. I say Slay, cornerback, walk off field. Any injury reports? Oh, Slay is number 24. And he definitely got his knee banged up, but he did come back in the game and finished it. So I think he'll be all right. A little sore. Would you get rid of Deshaun Jackson, maybe plug in Quez? I don't say we're not getting rid of Deshaun Jackson this year. He might not play with us this year with injuries, but he's going to be on the roster until the end of the season. But Deshaun Jackson is gone. Even if Alshon Jeffrey comes back in and starts balling, he's gone just on money alone. Deshaun's gone. Alshon's gone. Brandon Graham is probably going next year just off money alone. On Friday, someone play me in Madden 21 or 2K21 or 2K20 or Fortnite. Slay was targeted by the 49ers O lineman. He tried to take out his knee. If that didn't happen, Slay would have stopped a Ulick from hurdling Epps. I agree 100%. I said it in my play-by-play. That was dirty. I was pissed. I thought he was really hurt, but I'm glad he came back. I think Doug and Schwartz did a nice job Sunday night. Facts. And you know why? Because it was your birthday. Hope you had a great birthday, Nina. Fulgham is hungry. Clutch receiver. The guy was signed on Saturday. Didn't know the playbook and still caught passes. Feed him. It's time for Quez. My guy Vic 3, channel member in the building. What's good, everybody? But we about to get up out of here in a little. Dude, that bull going for Slay leg need to be dealt with. Facts. What's good, my boy Mike? Big game Sunday. Let's go. Huge game Sunday against the Steelers, the Pennsylvania Bowl. I'm with it. Like I said, we got 96 people in here. Make sure you smash that like button. It's free, it's simple, it's easy. And tomorrow, make sure you watch my game, my film breakdown on how the Eagles offense was a lot better than people think in a lot of certain situations and some creative play calling that we had. We have to roll over. Not exactly, but them same concepts. We got to roll it over. Mike, do you follow the Philadelphia Phillies? But yes, I do. I don't really talk about them. Eagles, Sixers, Phillies. I don't follow hockey at all, but Phillies, I'm 50-50. I watch the games. I know about it, but I can't really find room to talk about it. But yeah, sucks with them. The free agent linebacker who retired on us would have made our linebacking unit better. He would have definitely brought some better veteranship there. Now, could he stay healthy? Nigel Bradley, I'm not sure. I don't know. Bro, Wentz with practice squad players equals good. Wentz with starters equals below average. I think there's a lot of stuff that built into that, though. It's not just like he can't play with starters. Again, the scheme, we weren't finding our identity with the scheme. We abandoned the run. We did a lot of things that were out of our element, and I'm going to put some of it on preseason. No preseason. You still had to get acclimated. There's no excuses why Carson Wentz, we're missing some of these guys. It's as simple as that. But I'm glad he's slowly getting over with it. He was a little high, a little low on some of these passes. When I drop my film breakdown tomorrow, check it out. Like I said, that interception was not as bad as we think. I know it wasn't bad off the grip from being tipped, but I mean, it was a good decision. It's a bang-bang play. I don't want to see Gary or Peters or JJ in the Eagles uniform again. Shout out to you, my guy, because at the end of the day, they have not done anything for this team. It's time for Quez. They try to take Slay out. Yeah, that was dirty. It was wild. Steagles. Don't say that. Don't say that. I'm excited for Quez too. Before they drafted him, I was hoping we would just like when I watched and wanted the Eagles to get Deshaun. And I was big on him too. That's what I'm saying. Is the organization sabotaging Wentz's career? This man hasn't had a 1,000-yard receiver since he's been here. Oh yeah, let's be honest. We haven't gave him weapons. That's 100% true. Rock the artist in the building. What up, Philly Mike? You already know, chilling like a villain, talking some birds, watching some Lakers. It's about that time, though. It's about that time, my guys. We have to keep playing D-Jacks. We need a value to trade these for performing players. Hey, it's going to be tough, though. Mike, what do you think about bringing in Bill O'Brien as an offensive consultant? Another one? If we didn't have Rich, Marty, maybe. Bill O'Brien as a coach is not bad because I forgot the exact. I heard it on First Things First today, but he got a lot more wins than losses. However, he's a horrible GM. Horrible. Drafting, trading, signing, all disgusting. He's an offensive coach who can get offense, but that's it. So I understand as an offense consultant, but at this point we have too many people. This team was so overhyped last year and this year. Kinda. We're battling. We're hanging in there. Watch. Bill O'Brien was Tom Brady's quarterback coach years ago. Maybe Doug should bring him in. Get EDP 445 on this channel. I don't even think EDP knows who I am, to be honest. But shout out to all 97 and you guys here. We closing on 6K. Smash that like button if you're new. Subscribe if you're new. Smash that like button if you just rock with the Eagles or you rock with your boy Philly Mike. It's free. It's cheap. It's easy. Yo, Mike, get some rest. You about to nod off. Let's go. I like that Muhammad Ali pitch you got in there. But yeah, definitely. Some tough work today. We going to be rocking out the same stuff. So like I said, normally I drop my film breakdowns of the last game on Tuesday because the All 22 comes out at 12, but we played a Saturday night. So us playing on Saturday night, it didn't come out at 12. It came out like 2-ish. But we got some good things to talk about tomorrow. I'm going to do my film breakdown tomorrow. Or I have it done. I'm going to drop it out there tomorrow. Possibly do a live stream on Thursday. I want to get a channel member live stream this week. So everybody in the Philly Talk Nation channel member, I want to get your guys' opinion. We did this, I think, going on our 4th time. We bring 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up to 8 people. We have more than 8 Philly Talk Nation members, but I want to get at least 7 or 8 of my Philly Talk Nation members up here. And I want to know on camera how you feel about the Niners win and how we feel going in to Sunday's game, where we should have 7,500 fans in attendance. And I want to go to a game so bad. I might just go. EDP's, please don't ever entertain the thought. He's not a real Eagles fan. He's funny, but I hear what you're saying. I think deep down he cares, though. If we would have had D-Hop or Justin Jefferson, we'd be 4-0. Interesting. Oh, dang. No, you're right. How can I become a member? If you're watching this on the computer, there should be a little join button next to subscribe. If you're watching this on your phone, go to the description. Put it where you can see, click off the live chat, go to the description, and in the description will be a link. And there's 3 different memberships. I think it's a $2 one, a $5 one, and a $10 one. And the $10 ones, once the year's over, we get you guys in a fantasy league. And if we have more people, I'll do 2 or 3 fantasy leagues where it's a paid fantasy league. A paid fantasy league that you win money for. Of course, we can't do that now because we already got one going. But I do channel member videos, so I drop one video every once a week or twice a week where I talk Eagles, and I also give betting advice, sports gambling, DFS. I haven't done no DFS yet, but I will be doing it. But we definitely do sports betting, props bets, and stuff like that. Talk a little Eagles, and at least twice or 3 times a month, I try to get Philly Talk Nation members on the screen and let you guys be a part of the channel and give your take on the birds. And you don't need a computer as long as you have a cell phone. I can send you the link and you can get up on here just like me, Gate City, and Philly Fresh did it. I know Vic 3 in the chat right now. He's a guy who came on here and gives some takes. His mic's not always the best. I'm just kidding. His mic's been pretty clear of late. And actually, if you rock with a cell phone and you stay a perfect distance, it should be perfectly fine. Collab with the British guy. Oh, Liam Jenkins. I don't think he knows who I am, to be honest. But hey, he does good work. I wouldn't be opposed. He said, "Get Marty out of here." Abdul Jabbar. What's going on? What's going on? We about to get off, my guy. I'm sorry. Get this man to 6K subs. Just SM Gaming. Let's go. Where we at? Where we at with the likes? Where we at with the likes? Where we at with the likes? We got 82 likes. Let's get it to 100 before we get up off here. I'm on my phone. I just joined. There you go. 83 likes. Let's get it to 100 and we bounce up off here. But like I said, we're going to do a live stream with the Philly Talk Nation members this week. Hopefully, I'm counting on it. We also, like I said, let's get some predictions. Not really now. It's early. We still got some stuff we got to talk about. But look, this is a great win to build off. We got some stuff we got to correct. Health is very important for the Eagles. Just because the offensive line did good against backup D-line and the wide receivers did good against backup cornerbacks, don't mean it's going to happen every week. We got to get healthy, mix the youth with the new, with the old on the line and in the receiving core. But most importantly, we need to keep Doug Peterson. Doug Peterson got to stay on his toes and keep scheming like he did for this 49ers game. Philly Fresh back in the building. Hit that like. The general says so. You already know. Shout out to my guy, Philly Fresh in the building. not to be negative Nancy, but how are we going to trash Howie for draft picks and then be hype about recently drafted players who haven't played yet? Didn't JJ and Cindy burn us on that? Yeah, so at the end of the day, we can't really see what these guys do until they get up in there. 88 likes, keep liking. We getting in there. Come on, let's get to 100. I'm mad tired. Nate Satterfield said, time to game plan against the Pittsburgh Steelers now, but I think we win. Facts. I got one more video coming tomorrow about the good play against the Niners. But yeah, it's on to the Steelers. Let's go, guys. Get the live stream up. 100 likes. You know you mess with your boy Philly Mike. He stay on fire with the hot Eagles talk. Shout out to Chaos Filthy, a channel member, a guy who's in the ESPN Fantasy League we got going. And right now, I'm going to do that. This weekend, we're going to break down where everybody's at. I'm going to do a little video with it, have a little fun with it. I have 2 leagues going. That league, I'm actually doing pretty bad. I'm 1-3. Kind of like the Eagles would be if we didn't get a tie, but we got a tie, so they better than me right now. But I'm 1-3 on that one. For the simple fact is, one morning I was doing Battle Birds podcast, and I forgot to take the injured George Kittle out. And my guy, King James, who be in the comment section, beat me by 0.5. And the guy I was going to sub in had like 20. So I lost that game. So I should be 2-2. But I'm 1-3. But on the one I'm doing with the YouTubers, which is Laura Brunson, Fist Vegas, Philly 500, Philly Fresh, I'm about to be 3-1. So I'm 3-1 with the YouTubers, and I'm 1-3 with my subscribers. I've been hit with the injury bug, though, so I'm good. My team 4-0. Good stuff. Javon going to tear up his old squad. That is facts. Eagles D is fire. Let's go. Let's go. Corey Clement needs to be benched. Let Holyfield play. And I'm with it. My guy 2020 said, yo that. Chaos the Filthy said, I'm 2-2. Hey, better than me right now, my guy. I'm 1-3. I got a nice victory, though. I scored like 179. Like I said, shout out to everybody in the chat. I appreciate you guys 100%. Like I said, I do these live streams because I love to hear from you guys. Your takes are on fire. We got 91 likes. I might just have to end it under 100 because at the end of the day, I got to go. Gator Country said Eagles D number 1 in sacks. That is facts. We are in first place in sacks with 19 on the season. And Chaos the Filthy says we get 8 sacks. I hope. Let's go. We get 8 sacks against Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Well, one of them is going to be a forced fumble taken to the house by our guy. And so that will elevate us to a dub. Mike, you got to admit you made some risky moves in fantasy. Cortland Sutton was my 4th pick. He never played. CMC got hurt. And the one game I should have easily won over King James. I was on BBP. I picked up Jordan Reed that morning to replace Kittle for one game, but not really. I mean, Drew Brees is playing horrible, but getting Drew Brees in the 6th round, I would have thought he would be able to get some stats. Not bad, but Kittle's been hurt. CMC's been hurt. Sutton has been hurt. So I don't think I did anything questionable. Again, I was at a pick that was weird. I was at like pick 9 or 10 or something like that. Yo, 20 more likes. Let's go. 95 likes. Let's go. Lawrence James, a channel member in the building. What up, Philly fam? I was late to the gang. My bad. Yeah, we about to get up off here, my guy. But listen, I'm going to do a community post for you guys. Lawrence James, let me know if you're available. I think we're going to try to do it on Thursday. I think. Let me make sure. But I really want to get a Philly Talk Nation live stream. I want to get you guys on the screen talking y'all talk. Lineup wise, I meant. Yeah. Of course. Again, I started Gardner Minshew a time where he was poop. You know what I mean? I did a lot of questionable things on that note, but injuries really kill me. I mean, I can't get over that. What up, Philly Mike? Are we going to win Sunday? Yes, sir. We're going to win. We're going to be talking on Wednesdays and Thursday about how we're going to get these dubs. I will have at least 2 more live streams so we could chop it up closer. Tomorrow, for those just jumping in, I'm going to be dropping my Eagles versus Niners, just a game film review on the all 22 to see some of the good things and the bad things from a different point of view, breaking it down. But yeah, it is what it is. He had the first pick. Oh, yeah, I had the first pick. But yeah, again, you're right. I don't like the first pick, though. My bad. But listen, so I got CMC with the first pick. So the next time I didn't pick was pick 20. So I got pick 1 and pick 20. I got CMC and Kittle, and they both were hurt. CMC played 2 weeks and got hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like 2 weeks and got hurt. Yes, because we need to get you on there, my guy. You ain't been on there since yet. 96 likes. My guy 2020 Vision keeping notes. Yeah, that's my fault. My fault. Yes. Again, I was picked 10 in my other one. No, I was picked 9 in my other one. And this one I was picked 1. But again, CMC, and I went all the way down to Kittle because it was the 20th pick is my next one. But yeah, my bad. Thank you for correcting me, Victory. With all that being said, I'm going to have to end it with the 96 and cut my losses short. I was trying to get that self-esteem, that good juju against the Steelers. No pun intended. What's the all 22? It's the coach's film. So listen, after the Eagles play a game, there's a film that comes out called the all 22 coaches film. They get it right away. I paid people who pay $100 to the NFL Network, whatever, they can access the coaching film. That's when you see all these guys breaking down stuff. So when Carson Wentz throws a pass and you're like, wow, why do you throw it that way? You don't get to see what was in front of him and stuff. So I want to show you what it looks like on that interception. I want to show you a lot of things. And again, rewatching the all 22 today, which I did it later because it was a Sunday night game. There's a lot of things that I say, wow, he did better than I thought. I like this. There was a couple things he missed, but we're going to go over that. Normally, I drop that video out on Tuesday, but the last couple videos were not fun to do because the Eagles kept losing. Finally got a good one. Eagle has landed, said 100. 2020 said 100. Let's go. 99, 100, and 100, and 100. And hit that subscribe button. Shout out to all you guys for hanging in there, keeping them motivated to smack that like button. 100 plus 3. Congrats, my guy. Hey, it's all good juju when we go against Juju and the Steelers. But with all that being said, hour and 27 minutes. Thank you guys for all the support. And the guy who unliked it, shout out to you because I love the hate as well. Until next time, like I said, I got some good videos coming out this week. I want to get a Philly Talk Nation live stream. I want to hear you guys on this screen talk about the good, the bad, and the Steelers. Until next time, you guys know what time it is. Let me answer this quick. What mic do you use for your podcast? I got this off of Amazon, and it's called Maono. Mano. I don't know. Great stream, bro. Haters gonna hate. Great YouTubers, you already know. But you guys know how I end this. Until next time, you guys know what time.